What would you do if you got stuck in time for 3700 years and wake up to a post-apocalyptic world that resembles the Stone Age, with humans no longer being at the top of the food chain? No electricity, no easily available food, no internet, no smartphone, nothing of the sort. All of life's luxuries taken away from you, replaced with the brutal rawness of Mother Nature's bosom. If your answer is panic while you desperately try to maintain your sanity in the absolute hellish circumstance you found yourself in, and then once you've overcome that mental barrier, try to think of ways to survive in this world, then yeah, that's probably what most would do. What you wouldn't think of doing is to embark on a journey towards the utilization of science to rapidly blitz through the entire timeline of human evolution and take Stone Age humans to modern age in just one lifetime. I think it's safe to say that none of us is gonna be that ambitious considering the situation that you've just found yourself in. But then again, that's exactly why we are not the protagonists of a shonen series either. Today we are covering Dr. Stone, a series that makes you truly appreciate what a momentous achievement it was for the human civilization when Edison lit up the first light bulb. Yes, it truly did make me stare in awe at the light bulb I switched on a while ago. No, but seriously, that brief tidbit of information I just dropped, that is exactly what the hook is. That is exactly what makes this anime unique. It makes you really appreciate the insane amount of work that went into the creation of these articles you use on a daily basis and probably just take for granted. Everything that you see around you is a byproduct of steady evolution that took place over the course of millions of years. To blitz through all that time and achieve crude yet functional implementations of modern day equivalents of these items, while under the constraints of being limited to Stone Age era resources, and you've pretty much got a formula for something truly exciting. And Dr. Stone definitely knows that. The series always knew that, which is why it eventually focuses purely on Senku's scientific revolution and race to modern civilization, with the keyword being eventually. Because it doesn't get to it right from the get-go, and that's pretty much the only negative I have for the series. It takes a while to set things up. Don't get me wrong, it isn't like the first 6 episodes or so are bad or anything, it's just that they pale in comparison to the stuff that comes later. For example, I wasn't really particularly enthusiastic about the series till I hit episode 7. While having a relatively slow start is usually fine, taking almost 6 episodes out of a 24 episode series to get there is a little bit on the slower side, and there's a very good chance a lot of potential audience may just tune off before they reach that point. There's no dearth of entertainment in this day and age after all. Why would you bother to stick to a relatively slow paced series set in the Stone Age when you can, say, immerse yourself in a post-apocalyptic world in The Last of Us, especially with The Last of Us 2 coming soon? Or experience the supernatural world of vampires and witchers in Castlevania and The Witcher respectively? Okay, I'll answer that. Because when it gets going, it goes pretty goddamn hard. While you're not being thrown plot twists every single episode and the relative pace of the anime still stays the same, the shift to focusing purely on the scientific inventions marks a stark improvement in the general quality of the series. I've tried to emphasize it before and I will try my best again. There's literally nothing else out there that can make you feel what Dr. Stone does simply by the virtue of its unique setting. By just letting you see, primitive humans react to the wonders of science and be completely blown away by the sheer utility that each single advancement brings to the table, Dr. Stone really does effortlessly carve its own niche among the rest of the shonen series out there. Just in case you're wondering though, it is 10 billion% for good reason that I focus so much on the primary hook and nothing else for a majority of the time I spent on this review. Because, every other aspect just acts as seasonings and spices to the main dish. The science and the excitement of seeing things get created from scratch. We can discuss how it doesn't reach the heights of series like Attack on Titan when it comes to its soundtrack, although it is pretty fucking good. Or how it is visually speaking nothing to write home about. Or about how the characters aren't deep or complex enough. All of that at the end of the day is fine because season 1 acts as a setup for a much grander tale. But even if that were not the case and this is all we ever got, the main dish here as an independent entity is as delectable as they come. Dr. Stone is a solid series that any science nut should most definitely watch. And even if you're not one, chances are that you're still gonna have a great time with it. All said and done, this is how you'll probably end up feeling about the series.
そそるぜこれは